Hey, party peoples. I don't know if you can hear me, but we're live on StreamYard now, so I sent the new link.
Yeah, I was saying that over on the other stream, but I don't know if they could actually hear me or not. So go over there. Everyone go over there. I'm going to end the other stream. So bye to this stream. And hi to this stream. Hello. We're back over here.
Where we should
that was
be.
exciting. Where we should have been this entire time. But now we're not glitchy.
Hopefully.
For anyone who wasn't over or here in the past bit, StreamYard's connection to YouTube was iffy. So we were having to stream on a different stream, which I will do something with on my channel.
You just gotta download the videos, splice them together, and then re-upload them as one video.
Yeah, but then chat won't be there unless we click on chat, like in this video. It won't be the full experience. I don't know if anyone actually.
It's not gonna be the full experience, no matter what.
Well, they can just go watch that stream and then come back over. Yeah, whatever.
That's a lot of work for you're asking of the viewers, yo.
For people, yeah, that is. It is a lot of work, but too bad. Anyways, we just finished our 45-minute sprint, even though it is now only, it would be an hour and a half after we started streaming. We started streaming late because of all the everything. So we will still last for 3 hours total.
It'll just be divided between the other stream and this stream.
So we still have 2 30-minute sprints and 1 15-minute sprint left. So if you just showed up, don't worry. Now,
also, we always put chat on screen anyway. Like,
I know, but like not. Yeah, I was gonna say not every chat, but we don't have that much. We don't have like a hella active chat. I know sometimes in your Monday streams we don't like put every single one. Whatever. Okay.
Well, the funny thing about that,
go ahead.
YouTube was very accurate. My brain died. Yeah, YouTube was like super speedy with the notification this time around.
Yeah.
Which I guess is their way of making up for the fact that they withheld us.
How dare they? I'm grabbing.
Hey yo, gamer. Hello again, JC.
JC,
you found yourself over here. JC, yay! No more glitching or lagging. So
that's always good. I'm gonna eat a clementine.
I was hoping that if we that it would fix by the end of the first sprint.
Yeah, which it did. Yay! How did people do that sprint? I'm gonna put up or you already have a banner. Whatever.
You can put up the other one. That's fine. The question banner.
Banners. So many banners. What is everyone working on? How did everyone do? Boom.
I was just saying hey and welcoming you back. It was on the other tab. It's okay.
That's fair. So how did everyone do? How did you do something?
I decided that I don't have the mental, girl, I was so frustrated with my brain right now. I'm like, it's WIP Wednesday, but I'm like, I'm going to push through it and I'm going to get at least something done because that's the whole point of WIP Wednesday is to ensure that I get something done regardless of how my migraines have been.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm doing chapter 4 revisions, but I'm mainly doing the easy ones where it's like, oh, this word might be stronger than this word, and this should be a new sentence, like these things. And then if it's a really quick revision where it's like, oh, this is worded weird and I can think of a better way to do it, like right now, I'm doing that. But for this stuff where it's like 3 sentences highlighted and it's like, you can make this stronger, I'm like, that's a future Sam problem. It's highlighted blue for her.
I got through 15 pages of my script doing edits and realized that there's 2 plot threads that I just dropped after Act 1. There's this whole thing where she gets a iron necklace from her friend. Her friend got her a handmade necklace that's a feather, an iron feather on a like leather string, because my intention at the time is a feather is kind of like a dagger, so if she grabbed it she could stab someone with it and use it like kind of as a weapon, because there's limited, like iron is bad for Fae. And it's never referenced again after it's given to her. And I'm like, oops. And then she also gets her back like really bad torn up in the first fight scene. And I was going to have like a point for the light Fae queen to like with a touch heal it and be like, wow, we should trust her. She healed your back. And I just forgot to do that bit. So I just got to that scene, so I'll write it in now. But I'm going and seeing what things I can cut, but really it's just I need to add more. There's no place where I'm like, oh, I can cut. No.
Can't cut this, can't cut that. Must add.
Oh, you need to expand on this, expand on that. So.
I feel that. No, see, that's the thing. I'm not anywhere near the marketing phase, because at the moment, for me. I'm just all drafting since I don't know how long the drafting and stuff is gonna take. So, um, but that's the thing is that like on Mondays and stuff, I Mondays are really the day that I do a lot of my administrative stuff and like the marketing and all of that. And it was getting into where I would go for like months where I would basically anytime I felt bad, I would just try to do something else, like still productive, but not actually working on the novel itself. And I was getting very frustrated and it was getting me nowhere. And so with WIP Wednesday, it's 3 hours where I have to work on the novel itself. Or like a slight exception was last week when I had finished revising, but I needed to go. One of my CPs had given me a feedback chart to understand like my intentions for feedback, which I thoroughly enjoyed filling that out. But I also count that as working on my novel because that's like explaining my intentions to her also helped me refocus my intentions. It kind of refreshed myself on the beginning of the novel, so that's good. So it's I can push myself to do some work, and that is what I want to do to make sure that I get work done every week. So like even though I'm just going through and I'm doing the small stuff now, it's like this is small stuff I don't have to do later, right? And maybe I'll feel better by the end of the stream and I'll be able to tackle some of the heavier stuff, or maybe I won't. But yeah, it is not that I think I previously gave myself too much grace. I just think there were times when maybe I could have pushed through more and I didn't, and then I later regretted it. So Wednesdays I'm not allowed. If your brain, it's not my brain that's not having it, it's my skull trying to squish my brain. But yeah, no, I get you. And yeah, Mondays and Fridays are mainly admin days. Yeah, I'm glad. Oh, I won't make myself sick doing this. I promise you. Like my head's gonna hurt regardless of what I do.
I laugh because I can relate. I'm not just like laughing at Sam's pin. I'm kind of doing a similar thing where I'm like, I'm like, oh, there needs to be more people in this throne room, and so I start going around the hall. Various retainers stand at attention. A few, and then I just go, I don't know what fucking jobs people do in throne rooms. I feel like there should be a dude taking a note, like notes.
The scribes.
Yeah, but I'm like, I need to make like set the scene, make them feel elegant and shit. Like fit with this like there's a giant hawthorn tree that's like sculpted into a throne and there's this beautiful queen sitting upon it. And I'm like, okay, I need to match that vibe with the guy taking notes in the corner. So
gotta have a really nice like robe and shit and like maybe a little ornate headpiece.
Does he get a desk? Like, where's the desk? Is it behind? Is it in front? Is it literally in the corner? Like,
make it a mahogany desk.
Why?
I'll explain that in a moment.
Okay.
No, you're good. Like, honestly, I'd rather you be a worrywart than feel like no one cares. So I feel loved. I'm just explaining to ease your worries. Okay, so I don't. JC, yes, mahogany desk. See, so I don't know how much others of my generation can relate to this, but like, when I was a teenager, for some reason, when like everywhere in fan fiction or just like original works by other teenagers and stuff, if there was a really durable door, it was made of mahogany. Or if like you really wanted to like emphasize how fancy an office or a building or something had like a mahogany desk or a mahogany wardrobe. And to this day I don't know why we hyper fixated on mahogany, but now like that's become a deep
reddish, right?
Yeah, it's like mahogany is like this reddish burgundy almost color, I think. But like, so now it's just this deeply rooted inside joke with myself that if I want something to be super durable or super fancy, it's mahogany.
Okay.
Like I don't even know if mahogany is actually considered a fancy wood or how durable it is on the wood scale. RP, where are you? I need information.
Yeah, you're a
On
garden
trees.
guy. I know every time I like specify a wood of something, it's oak. I'll be like the big oak doors. Is oak like
Oh, pure mahogany, I guess.
a very like firm, strong.
See, if there was a sexy scene done in an office, it was always done on a mahogany desk, and I don't even think it was because of the dirt. See, it's just this thing.
Okay.
It was just mahogany.
Do you
Mahogany
want me
was
to get
the wood of
the right to
what?
describe a
No,
mahogany desk? So people
yeah,
write fanfics about him being like fucked on the desk or whatever
yes.
by the captain of the guard. You heard it here, folks. The captain of the guard describe. They get it all.
Lefty is confirming that it is a very durable hardwood.
Okay.
So I'm just glad that I'm not alone in my experience of remembering how prevalent mahogany was for specific
That's so
situations.
specific too.
Yeah. The hardwood. Ay.
Get it, cause hard.
His morning wood, because he should be fucked in the
Oh, I'm
morning.
reading Heaven's Official Blessing, and there's a boner scene, and I don't know why the author just spent so long on this fucking. They're in a coffin together. Don't ask, and they both have boners, and I'm like, I could have done without this scene. I didn't need this.
Glad I'm not the only one in the gutter. No, we're all there.
No.
I am going to be taking some headache pills though, during the next sprint because at the moment I think it's not a migraine. I think it's just a regular headache because of my shot, because that happens sometimes with my shot. So maybe the headache pills will fix it.
I hope so. I'm considering giving her like cool fucking scars across her back from the wounds she just got, and it would also show like the queen didn't heal it all the way because she's a little bitch. Anyways, I mean spoilers. Plus scars are sexy, so. And she has a naked scene later in the script. It didn't say what wood the coffin was made out of.
It has to be a mahogany coffin. Oh, they're
I
not?
mean, it might have been. I don't know. They were like
No,
around in the ocean.
Lefty's right, because like coffins, I think if I remember right, coffins used to be made of wood that would degrade.
Well, it wasn't a proper coffin for like an actual
not.
dead body. It was they cut down some trees and fashioned a coffin. So it was a whole thing. I can't explain this whole plot point of them. Go read the books. There's 9 of them. This is in book 4.
Mahogany desk did her back in the
This poor scribe who doesn't even exist on paper yet is having this crazy sex life.
It's a mahogany coffin TM now.
Yeah.
We've got various types of mahogany for you. We've got desk mahogany. We've got easily biodegradable coffin mahogany.
But doors are always oak. I don't know why. I write oak desks too. It's just a lot oak.
It's fine. Now go work on your mahogany desk with your oak door. It is our break.
It is now raining here, so if that's annoying, I'll close the window, but I kind of vibe with it. Also, the giant red mark on my cheek from me leaning into it.
Well,
I'm
on page 5 out of 10 now, and there's a new phrase that Fox has used to tell me to do. Hold on, let me go find it because it was funny.
I am on page 36. Oh, and I already am like looking at it and being like, there's so much that needs to be developed more before like we get to the emotional point that any of this matters. Not okay, that's an exaggeration, but like
his comment was, strengthen this phrase, you cheeseburger.
Oh.
So cheeseburger now. So. Our very serious critique.
Oh yeah, 100%. Let me grab my lid.
Well, at least the people in the coffee shop know you're having a good time. Here's RP with our mahogany facts while chat how they did. Mahogany is any of 3 tree species in the mahogany family indigenous to the Americas. It is, in fact, a hardwood tree known for its durability and deep purplish color. It is worth noting that it's a tropical tree as well, and it does not like the cold at all. And now I'm like, then why were there so many mahogany wardrobes in these snow-covered mansions? It's fine.
In reality or in fan fiction?
Oh, in the fan fiction.
Yeah.
Got some decent writing done. Awesome.
What's
Kelly
the wardrobe line the Witch in the Wardrobe made out of? Also, I probably wouldn't do mahogany because I'm
it's made of a wood from the in-between world place. So it's not an earth wood.
I don't know what the in-between world place is.
Knowledge
is lacking.
Oh, that's fair. You would have had to have read The Magician's Nephew to know about.
I don't think I read the one. I read through.
So basically, there's this place that's just, if I remember correctly, it's just like a bunch of puddles. It's a forest with a bunch of puddles everywhere, and every puddle goes to a different world. And so the wardrobe is made from a tree in this forest, and that's why it can go between worlds.
Is the frame in Voyage of the Dawn Treader of the painting made of the same material or something?
Potentially. I don't know. I didn't read that one. Huh. We will piece things together from our different.
Why do you still live before Magician?
I don't remember what order.
The siblings still in it.
I think I was trying to read them chronologically as opposed to publishing order when I first tried.
Because there's Lion, Witch, and Wardrobe, then there's Prince Caspian, and then Voyage of the Dawn Treader, and then
that's the publication order. But I think I read The Magician's Nephew, and then A Horse and His Boy, and because I think I was trying to read it chronologically.
Oh. Then I think it's A Horse and His Boy, and then I think it's Magician's Nephew.
Potentially. I don't remember much.
Only 5. I read the first 3. Once
I remember
I'm like, I don't actually care anymore.
I just distinctly remember reading The Magician's Nephew because it's essentially the origin story of the Ice Queen.
Oh.
And yeah, so I was really interested in that.
Yeah, I'm having trouble with my script. It just moves so quickly, which is supposed to move quickly. because I don't have time to like not move quickly. But I'm like, they've known each other for like 3 minutes on screen. Why do they care?
Sometimes you just connect.
They just
it happens more on film, but that's fine. Oh, excuse me.
What?
Like it's a thing that in rom-coms you have to suspend a little bit of of disbelief because of how quickly the romance develops.
Oh no, this is the romance. The romance is like progressing. Actually, they just met. They've only met once in the scenes I've edited. But it's the Rowan and the kid, the Sean.
Oh, okay. My bad.
I'm like, why is this kid getting so worked up?
Because he's a kid.
I
Doesn't
know.
really need much justification to become attached to an adult. You saw how quickly my children attached to your existence.
But I'm awesome.
Well, maybe Rowan is equally awesome.
Rowan is equally awesome. Rowan's melted a dude's face off twice for Sean. I did not do that.
So, like, bruh, she'd be my best friend. like, no other adult can compare.
She's a yell at him, though.
Lefty successfully rearranged an appointment to tomorrow instead of next week. Well, congratulations. Nice. Glad you were able to do that.
Good adulting. I'm grabbing a blanket. Storm, you're on the blanket.
Adulting is a feat. Oh, for those who don't know, I'm probably gonna say this like on this stream, tomorrow's stream, next Monday's stream, but so you know how I had previously given everyone a heads up that my shot was wearing off and I didn't because I was switching pharmacies with my insurance company, so I wasn't sure how long it was going to take to get my next shot. Well, Monday, I finished filling out the paper. Yeah, I think I said it on the Monday stream because I finished filling out the thing to the final step to get everything processed so the new pharmacy could refill my prescription. Not only did I get my injector the next day, so I'm supposed to get 3 at a time so that I'm covered for 3 months, and then when I take the one for my 3rd month, they're supposed to refill it that month so that I never have a gap. But when my husband's work switched over to different insurance, we were just having a lot of trouble, so I was just going month to month with my current pharmacy because at least I could get my shot that way. Well, I don't know if they've got someone better in charge now who made things clearer on how to get it set up. But they sent me 3 injectors in this really nice, like, cooler set. I mean, the cooler itself is just a styrofoam cooler, but they were, like, packed in there because they need to be refrigerated. So, like, they were very nicely packed and very cool and stuff. And they also sent me a container to dispose of the injectors in, and like 30 alcohol swabs. I'm like, I feel so actually cared for now.
So many alcohol swabs.
I know, it's fine. We can use them for like if the kids scrape their knee and stuff. They won't go to waste. But it's just it's really nice. And like I took my shot last night, which is it's funny because my friend Ryan, like I got in a call with him and I started talking to him and he's like, damn, that shot's doing its job. And I'm like, you noticed the difference already? But like there is a like 24 to 48 hour transition period where my body is kind of like getting back into everything. So it's normal things. I'm excited.
That's good.
I have enough medication right now to make it through our writer's retreat without worrying.
Oh. It's raining here and it's like just on the edge of chilly. I want to take a nap. I slept so bad last night.
Bruh, the same. I'm just like, I just want to cuddle and go to sleep. I'm not even tired. My head is just like, hey, a nap would be good. And I'm like, but we have the energy and power to do things. And it's like, do we?
No, I'm like, you know what sounds great right now? A nap. Just laying down. Oh.
Well, the publishing order, The Magician's Nephew is in the middle. Chronologically, it's the first book and Narnia's origin story. Yeah. See, I think at the time I decided to start reading the Chronicles of Narnia, I was like, I want to read it in chronological order because I want to be able to like pick up certain things. But then like later on, I talked to a friend who's like really into the Chronicles of Narnia, and they were like publishing order is actually better. And then I was like, okay, cool. But then life happened and I haven't picked up the books since.
I read the one with the original siblings, and then I think I started the next. I think there's another one with Eustace, which is like the sibling's cousin. I think he has his own. I don't remember how many there are. I started one where Aslan just like fully appeared outside of school to a kid who I'm pretty sure was hiding in some bushes. And I was like, yeah, I'm done. I don't know anyone involved anymore other than Aslan because like time changes so much that there was no constants other than Lion Jesus. So I was like,
Lefty is gonna have to log off to sleep. She's had a very long ass day with heavy bags of kitty litter and kibble, and then lots of traffic and therapy. So, well, thank you for joining us and being here throughout the stream transporting.
yeah.
We appreciate you and everyone else who's done that. Yes. I was gonna say something and then
I don't know.
I'm not big into orange. It's just not like one of my colors, but I think the orange eyeshadow actually complements my complexion really well.
I thought you were about to do some backhanded compliment about my hair, and I was like, okay. Okay.
I love your hair.
Orange, but I guess it looks okay on you.
No, I just meant orange for me. No, orange is like one of my youngest favorite colors. So like, and orange looks great on her, and your hair really does look good on you. I was just saying that like I'm a little surprised at how well I like the orange eyeshadow on me, but it makes sense because I thought it had like yellow brown undertones, but I've been thinking like recently I might just have orange undertones, which is a yellow brown technically, but it's just not the way I thought it went on the spectrum, but it's fine.
Oh, this rain is making me so sleepy. I'm like, should I close the window so I'm less sleepy?
You gotta follow your heart.
I know.
I went through. I told y'all I was gonna take the pain meds during that sprint, and if you'll see I like left to get tea, sat down, and then I was sitting here for most of the sprint, and then at some point I finally go, oh shit, and I reach over and I grab my pain meds.
Yeah.
So if they kick in, they're gonna kick in like after the next sprint.
Yeah. I had my ADHD meds before the stream. And then I had some caffeine when I woke up this morning, but I did not sleep great.
Does caffeine actually help you wake up or just help you focus? Because caffeine doesn't wake me up, but it does help me like focus.
It just helps me. I don't know. Honestly, I don't think it really does anything, but the weird energies I drink, they taste so good.
I've read a thing that like caffeine like doesn't actually like for neurodivergent people, caffeine affects us differently, and it's because like whatever in our brain is like depending on what your neurodivergent flavor is, your synapses just don't fire all the way, and that's kind of like why you get like distracted or like veer off. But like the caffeine boost those like those little electric charges, so it basically just takes us up to the neurotypical level of focusing. But and I'm like, I don't know how I feel about, I mean the science, it sounds solid, and I'm like, but Is this why I can drink a cup of coffee and then go to bed and still sleep fine?
Just focus on sleeping. Yeah, I don't know.
No nap sprint. Work sprint.
I know.
You can do it. You might need to shut that window. My children are home.
How dare they arrive on time when we are not on time?
I know.
Do you want
I
to
also
continue the stream if you need to?
No, I'm good. They'll be fine without me.
How would they ever survive without you? Ignore the chopstick I'm using to stir my tea. I tried like cleaning a spoon, but it was like crusted on there. I really need to do dishes. Although that is my perpetual state of being, needing to do dishes, because I don't do them other than what I need for that specific meal.
I also need to do dishes. I at least got caught up on laundry yesterday, so I can try to get caught up on dishes today.
I really wish I
got to page 6. In part because Fox exists now, and he went back over some of the like revisions I had screenshotted to him to give his approval or disdain.
I am on page 64 of 71. Once go ahead.
He also chose to tease me because like so if I accept, like if I'm doing a revision and I'm just using the like phrase or the word or the term, okay, the phrase or the word or the term that he suggests, I don't show it to him because there's no reason to show it to him because I'm like, oh yes, you're correct, and then I just change it. But if it's a thing where I'm like, oh well, I think like like I change one word or I just word it differently, I send it to him to double check my revision, right?
Yeah.
And I swear we have this conversation every time I start sending him things, but he's just like, I've noticed a trend that you routinely will never do as suggested, but always find a way to do something else, even if it's one word different, and that is fascinating. And I'm like,
It's
no,
not true.
It's not true. I just don't show you when I do the thing. He's like, it's fine. It's
I don't need
like,
to double check when I do what you suggest. I bet he's watching
but,
being
but he's like, it just looks defiant and rebellious in the way that you do it, but I'm 95% certain that's not what you're meaning, and so I'm amused. And I'm like,
if Fox is here, I match you now.
You should just send him a screenshot and let him know that.
Of my hair?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. If only my front camera wasn't busted and I could take a normal selfie.
I also took a couple moments out of my work to send a screenshot of my face to my husband and be like, I don't know how to process how nice this orange looks on me. And he was like, it's a good thing? And I'm like, yeah, it's just, I don't tend to wear things on that side of the color palette. And he's like, well, golds and oranges look really nice on you. And I'm like, so do pinks. I'm like, but again, these are all so opposite to the colors that I want to wear. I'm a cool tone girl at heart, a warm tone girl in practice. Yeah, well, in actual.
Wide today.
You're what?
My curls are very wide today.
They are. They're very not Farrah Fawcett, but
yeah.
Era.
The first half of the script versus the second half of the script is so wildly different because the second half of the script is what I've written in the past like week. The first half of the script was like stretched over like 2 months of writing. And the second half is so much better than the first half because it's like doing bigger chunks in one sitting. But the first half, I mean, I was just like, I gotta get to the adventure. It needs so much more. So
did you email your
so much more? This is not a one movie story.
Did email thy teacher, see what if they'll allow you to do like movie 1.
I set up a meeting for the teacher, but I have the class tomorrow, so I mean.
Okay, fair enough.
It's like.
Oh, Kelly got supper ready and in the oven, then read for the rest of the sprint. Okay. Sorry, like. Yeah, what are you? Which can you eat, and what are you reading, Kelly? Just for those of you who don't know with dyslexia, I actually had a conversation with someone in my server about this recently because I was reading a traditionally published book and they left a word out. And I was just like, it feels like when I see books with like typos or something like this that are traditionally published, it just makes me feel better about, when I have like a typo or something that has gone through like 9 revisions and 4 critique partners and nobody noticed it. And I'm like, because it happens in
This
traditional
one's
publishing too.
job is to catch it, and it wasn't caught.
Yeah. And the person was like, yeah, like they felt like they like bad because it took them so long, like they had to read it several times to even notice that there was something wrong with the sentence. And I'm like, no, that's fine. I'm like, honestly, that's normal because your brain probably filled in the word for you. With dyslexia, my entire brain just stopped processing words right up to the missing word. So I read the sentence. I'm gonna make up a sentence because I don't remember what the sentence was, but it's just like and then they went over to the bridge and basically is how my brain processed it. And I had to continuously reread the sentence until I figured out what was wrong with it before I could actually comprehend the rest of the sentence.
Yeah.
And I'm like, so that's why, like, when I talk about how I don't really enjoy when people say, oh, this book reads as unedited and stuff, when generally what they mean is just that they think the book could have been revised better, or the story is just not going the way that they would prefer it. And they're like mixing that up with an objective look at the storytelling. But because for me, when I read something and it reads as unedited, it just full on stops my brain because I just cannot read it. I'm like, I literally cannot comprehend this book. That's the real reason I haven't read 50 Shades of Grey, is because, and it might have been changed by now. They may have better versions, but back when I tried to read it, I couldn't get through the first chapter because there were just so many. I just could not do it. It gave me an actual migraine. Like, it actually triggered a migraine. It was so difficult for me to read. So
I have never tried to read 50 Shades of Grey, and I'm okay with that.
Struggles. Also, I don't know why recently I've started doing the anime fingers. This is just my thing.
Recently. No, don't make that your thing. No.
Sam. I've been doing it, and it has not been bothering you until I pointed it out just now.
You have not done it in front of me until just now.
No, I did it earlier on stream.
Well, I wasn't looking. No, I wasn't. I was probably staring at my own face. If I noticed you going, I think I would die some inside, because I did just now.
I don't make that sound, but yeah. I'm cracking my fingers.
No, there's a problem with the mic.
Your mic or my mic?
Your mic. It's like, like actually awful. It's like whistling slightly.
Oh no, I don't know why. Is this better?
No.
Oh wait, was it just that?
It's as you speak. There's like a whistling sound. Sam's not here anymore. The whistling was too much. I closed up my door because someone's playing Everybody Dance Now, which like go off. But now it's like warm in my room, and I'm like, oh, hello.
Hold on.
Okay.
Oh, I mean, you can keep talking to chat.
Oh, you popped up again.
Okay, is that better? I unplugged and replugged in my mics or my whole ass camera. So
yeah.
Sounds so good.
I'm going to fist fight my own script. No, it's fine. It's not fine. I'm actually quite frustrated with it, but
I have to summon my children because Riju's crying for them.
No, poor baby. I just lasagna.
What did my boss send me?
It's like part of it when I started writing, I didn't really know who the characters were. But on the other half, I was just like, oh, gotta go quick. And I started like slowing down slightly, not like in my rate of writing, but in like plot wise in the most recent stuff, and it just reads so much better. Which is good, but like, yeah. I don't.
My Libby was just like, your hold for Court of Thorns and Roses is ready. And I was like, my what? I'm like, oh, I will be reading that for your favorites. Not right now, though, Libby. Not right now. Yeah, sorry. Continue. You know, when I have a migraine, I'm all over the place. I am listening, and I am interested in your struggles with your script, though. So have you, I know you haven't been able to cut anything and there's places that you want to add things, but have you been able to at least clean up the first in any way?
I mean, it doesn't really need that much cleaning up. It just needs more. Like, it just overall needs more. Like,
it's clean. It's just...
It's too clean.
It's too clean.
Like, it's scoured down to the bones. Where it's like... Do I need to just put in like random montages? Like not actually random montages, but like, for example, they like begin the journey in one scene and then they're ending the day in the next scene. And I'm like,
there's a package on my door.
There has to be like something in there to like show the passage of time other than like they started the day, the end of the day. Like what happened during the day? They just walked. But like they did just walk. We need those cool, like Lord of the Rings mountain shots. Like,
the panoramic ones too.
Yeah. But like, I don't know. There's a lot of that. And so it's like, I don't know. I did cut out a whole scene, but it was like a very small scene. And because I had already moved the like important bit of the scene to a different scene, so I just had like the scene in my outline that I wrote. It was like before the banquet, them in their fancy outfits, the kid and the main character. And then I was like, oh, I don't really need this scene in there, but I have this big description of their outfits that I enjoy. So I moved that at the opening of the next scene when like the big doors at the top of the stairs open and they're there. So it's like a little bit I cut out, but I have to add so much. Oh my God. It's fine. For context of people, like the way I'm like wrapping my brain around it is this is like 14,000 words. 14,000 words is not like a lot of words for a story. Like you're not gonna cover much meat of a story with that. And so that's all I have. But it's 70 pages. I am a severe underwriter. I almost always have to go back in and add stuff, but for screenwriting, it's like I'm an overwriter, but I'm not. But I'm an underwriter in like not sitting at like not describing everything in the like room as they enter and that kind of stuff.
Yeah, I think I used to be an overwriter. I think I used to be an overwriter, but for some reason, I am now an underwriter. And so a lot of my initial revisions are really just going back and adding a ton of shit.
Yeah.
So I do know for screenwriting, it's a little different, but I think you feel like an overwriter, but from the way you've been talking about your script and everything, it feels like right now you're an underwriter because you're like getting like taking your outline and turning it into a bare bones script and then
But the problem is that my bare bones script is going to be the extent of what I'm allowed to turn in for this plot.
I'm sorry. Okay, our final for now.
Why is it 10 minutes long?
I don't know. Did we get fucked up somewhere? Hold on.
Did we just talk through the sprint?
Did we accidentally talk through the sprint?
I don't think so. It hasn't been that long. Yeah, we're only at... Oh, no, this live has been going on because there's the other live.
Don't mind me. No, this is the last video. I think somehow we got flipped. Maybe we worked through the break.
That is possible. So we turned one of our half-an-hour sprints to a 45-minute sprint?
Yeah, but I mean, if you want to do another work sprint, we'll work here and then do the 10-minute wrap-up. So
I mean, I do.
All right. Well, that's what I'm doing too. So hopefully chat is on board with this. So we'll be back. Thank you. Oh, this is for Daddy. Go put it on his side of the bed. Oh my God. I know, but I appreciate you. Fox has confirmed we worked through the break. And we're back. For the final wrap up. My nose is itchy. I got about another page of looking over notes. I am at this one where, so when I get notes back from my critique partners, generally I go through and I look at the notes like when they give them back to me, just out of curiosity. Also, because many of them leave entertaining comments as well as critiques, so I like to be nosy and read those ahead of time. There is this one that, like, Fox says it, like, it doesn't English, and it doesn't. But I remember, like, I had been talking to him in a call when I read that, and I had been like, oh, I just need to, like, rephrase this to this thing, right? And that'll fix that. And now I cannot remember what that was. And I'm so upset. Because I'm like, I'm not going to be able to think of anything else until I remember that phrasing. It's fine. It's fine.
I finished going through the script. I only had like 3 pages left. And then started working on solutions for my pacing and like stuff to see in montage and like tie-ins. I think I'm gonna add in another encounter. I think I'm gonna do, currently have them lifting up into the air, beginning their flight, and then them landing. I'm like, you're getting attacked in the sky. Because I'm like, I feel like from pre-passing through the veil to post-passing through the veil, the relationship between the two love interests like jumps some. And like, there isn't like a catalyst other than just like holding each other in the sky for a couple hours for that jump. So I'm like, okay, what if they get attacked in the sky and Morgan, who's like super powerful or whatever, like can't fight back without like revealing who she is, but no one knows that. But so she's flying and viewed as like kind of vulnerable in that place. And Rowan, who's terrified of heights, kind of like pushes past her own like being terrified of heights to fight off whatever's attacking them while they are all in the air. Yeah. So that's the vibes. And Morgan will be like, oh, this person overcoming their fear to help me? Why help me? What? Me? Oh, okay.
Hi.
Yeah. So now I need to find a monster that can fly to attack them.
That's fair. Kelly did more reading because a major super important thing in the book is about to happen.
Oh.
Next time, Sam, use voice notes like as soon as you get the thought, press record and start talking. See, normally what I just do is I just type it to him in DMs and then transfer it later. I think I was getting ready for bed. I was like, eh. I was like, I know it doesn't help for right now. In the future, I appreciate it. I have also used on Discord that you can send a voice message, and I've done that before too.
You can?
Yeah.
I didn't know that. When I went home, I could grab a few of my books on Fae. So I have actual. I had a couple more, but I was like, okay, foolishly, I was like, okay, we're at the end of my research. I don't need definitely more books, but I do.
You can always use more books. Them good writing vibes, CB. My poor phone is running out of room, and I currently have like 8 audiobooks downloaded into it. It's fine. You'll be fine.
That could be why.
JC says it looks really pretty.
Oh, my books?
Yeah.
Traps and tricks.
I am sending you a voice message so that you can see how it functions.
Nice.
It's sent.
Thanks.
My headache Still hurts, but
That's
I can think clearer. So,
giant birds, section 62. Birds can fly, page 62, not section. I don't know why I said it like that. All right, giant birds. Ta-da. These are from different mythologies than the ones I've been working in.
do they have zoos? Z-U?
I thought you said, do the Fae have zoos?
Well, I mean, look,
these giant birds can escape the zoo.
Okay, but Fae having zoos with like humans in them for display is not unheard of. But no, I meant like I'm asking because I don't actually know if this is a mythological animal or if this is just a thing that Final Fantasy has based on. But in Final Fantasy, there's a thing called a zoo, and it's ZU or ZUU, and they're just like these giant bird things that can swallow you whole. So I was curious because Final Fantasy references a lot of Celtic and Scandinavian mythos. So I was curious if maybe that might be in there.
I don't know. What's it called? A ZU?
Yeah, it's either ZU or ZUU. I forgot how many U's are there. Like, wow, yeah. Final Fantasy also has this giant toxic monster.
Mesopotamian mythology.
Ah!
I'm doing more.
I know it won't help you, but I am pleased to know it exists.
Good job.
Like Final Fantasy also has a giant monster called a Marlboro, and it's like this really toxic thing that like sprays you with poisonous gas, and then you get like 8 status effects. That is literally a reference to Marlboro cigarettes.
That's hilarious.
But it's like this giant green thing with like 8,000 eyeballs. Final Fantasy is great, like for creativity, looking at monsters and stuff.
They're mysterious animals.
Off the rock, but I think that's Greek or Roman.
I was thinking of throwing a rock at them, but I don't think that's the right mythos. Mysterious animals, ape men of the mountains, in lakes, in the sea, and that's all the animals. Now we have fabulous beasts.
Fabulous beasts? What makes them fabulous?
We have dragons in the east, dragons in the west. It's just basically Smaug. The reference to Smaug right there. The unicorn, those can't fly. The Pegasus. Are we doing evil Pegasi? Pegasi. Fire and feather. Imagine a creature that's formed from the lion and the eagle. Is this just a griffin? Oh, we have the phoenix, the griffin, and the hippogriff. I was gonna make them be kind of like dark from the Dark Fae realm, but I have previously established that there's a bunch of neutrals that were caught on the wrong side.
Yeah.
Although they'll basically see our people in the air and immediately start attacking, so I'm like, it's not exactly the most neutral vibe right there. I don't know. It'd be fun if I could do something poisonous, because that's like, I don't know. I always think poison's a good.
I will also throw this out there that you can kind of like, you can create your own Fae creature and stuff as long as it kind of thematically fits in with the existing ones, because it's fantasy and you can do what you want. Because it's cool when like real things are referenced, but I also enjoy when like there's new stuff too. As long as it's like,
hey, Morgan Le Fay with a Y, not an E.
Yeah.
I feel like you would like this book. That looks like a giant dildo.
What? Flow of comments.
Look at me and tell me that I'm wrong.
It depends on the dildo. I don't know many dildos like that pointed.
I'm just thinking of that TikTok of that guy of the like EMT that like someone will like show a video and he'll just stitch it going no.
Yes, that's a no-do.
Cones made out of beaten gold
I mean,
and decorated with crescent moons and sun symbols. Parts of Europe. This one was found in Germany. The cones were worn in Bronze Age. Oh, the earliest form of wizard's pointed
that
hat.
is so. I think butt plug would be more. Yeah. That was more butt pluggy.
It has a flared
more like a mushroom shape, but I found the series of. I think you would really like this book. Yeah, I do too. The giant dildo.
Oh. I didn't even
kind of books you think I'm into.
The power of names. Very cool. We could probably just end the stream. Okay.
Yeah, I was about to say our wrap up finished, so
I know, I saw.
We got to harass my children to do their homework.
Thank you for coming to the stream, guys. Even through the double whammy and all of the iffiness, I still have an error symbol up on my screen from earlier. So hopefully it lets me end it, or Sam will just end it. But yeah, thank you for coming by. Next week we will be on Sam's channel. All of our links are down below. Yeah.
Are you gonna be on stream Monday, or is it Matt and Tina?
I think it's me.
You and who? Do you remember? I think it's you and Matt. Because I think it's you and Matt next week. But all right, we'll catch y'all later.
Bye. I guess Sam's ending it.